I've liked very few Hindi movies from recent times and I have loved even fewer, and not too long ago, Loop Lupeta released and that revived my love for Hindi cinema. And Gehraiyaan is a film that I had been dying to watch for days. Rarely did a Hindi movie excite me like that. And after having seen it, I can say that it has cemented my belief that Hindi cinema isn't going anywhere. It is stronger than ever in the hands of a filmmaker like Shakun Batra, who's using the medium of film to explore humanity in ways that only excites me to see what he comes up with next. And there are no spoilers in this review. Alicia, played by the ever so marvelous and ridiculously amazing Deepika Padukone, is in a relationship with Karan. They've been together for 6 years, but her relationship is unfulfilling. She wishes to be seen by him, but he's mostly ignorant towards her, and she begins to feel monotonous. And we see this mainly through her facial expressions and reactions until it later erupts into an argument. Alicia's cousin Tia is dating Zayn, and their relationship too lacks the passion of a fresh romance. We are shown everyone's situations that sets up the eventual path of cheating Alicia and Zayn tread on. When Alicia and Zayn begin a relationship in secret, to me it did feel a little too quick pacing wise, but I understood why they were doing this. The film had taken the time to show me these people and allowed me to understand why. They both have dark childhoods that traumatize them to this day, and it somewhat shapes them into who they are today. Alicia fears that she would end up like her mother, and that plays a huge role in her choices. Now, the filmmaking is outstanding here. One problem I had though was the cuts. Many times where the characters are just hanging out and the vibe is relaxed, I felt like the cuts were too sudden. Fast cuts are suiting when Alicia is reliving her trauma, but in scenes where nothing much is happening in terms of plot, I wish the editing let the scenes breathe more instead of it feeling a bit choppy. But despite that, I love the filmmaking. When Karan kisses Alicia, the camera is static, it's cold and lifeless, but when Zayn kisses Alicia, the camera goes wild and gains this ecstatic energy that they share. I'm obsessed with the soundtrack of this film, but the songs are used to signify the passage of time. The song Dube means to drown, which showcases the deepening of the relationship between Alicia and Zayn. In the scene where Alicia is arguing with Karan, the camera follows her at the same speed, making the camera an active participant in the scene. The quick cut editing shows how Alicia realizes how Karan and her father are somewhat alike, and also drowns out sound when she's having a breakdown, putting us in the headspace of the character and allowing us to feel the subjectivity. In many shots, where you see Alicia alone, she is framed within tight spaces, occupying a small portion of the frame to visually showcase how stuck she feels. Now, in many Bollywood movies, it misrepresents romance and marriage. Marriage is treated as the pinnacle of love, and the couple lives happily ever after, but Gehraiyaan is more complex than that. It lets us know that it may not be so perfect. Couples argue many times due to a lack of communication and understanding. They have to struggle with their jobs and pay the rent. These conflicts played a huge role in grounding these captivating characters to feel like real, three-dimensional and flawed people. This film also focuses on the difficulties faced with balancing work and personal life, and the consequences we have to face to prioritize one over the other. Many times the characters are put in situations where they have to choose between them, and it builds on their character and true nature. It tells us that life and relationships are complicated to maintain, and the film always maintains this looming fear of the couple being found out about cheating. I felt for nearly every character and their situation because the film gave them the needed time for us to feel empathy for them. Now, I do not at all think this film glorifies cheating. It simply shows us the perspective of those who are cheating and lets us know why they're doing it, along with showing us the aftermath of what could happen. I empathize with them, but I may not always agree with their decisions. But cinema shouldn't be limited to showing the perspectives of morally righteous people. This film holds a mirror to society and provides a fascinating morality tale. If the characters in the film just told each other what they truly felt, they would have had to face consequences for it, yeah, but I think it would have ended better for them. Gehraiyaan is a film that explores how childhood trauma could still affect someone in the future and tells us that life will be complicated and there will be many times where we will feel like giving up, but we must maintain what little strength we have and persevere to keep moving forward. Thank you for watching.